Paris Saint-Germain won their first Champions League after a demolition, destruction, annihilation. Luis Enrique's tactics were similar to Tactic 2 from my previous PSG cloning video. The video showed how to copy PSG's wide possession and midfield rotation using the out-wide team playstyle. So in this new video, I'll focus on Lucho's 3 specific tactical designs from the final and how we can clone them in eFootball, along with 1 full online division match replay featuring tactics commentary. Let's go! Inter used a 3-5-2 formation with 2 forwards. So during build-up, PSG would keep 3 players at the back to gain a numerical advantage and attract Barella or Dumfries to press. Initially, Lucho's back 3 consisted of the 2 center-backs and the left-back, Nuno Mendes. To free up Nuno and allow him to support Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha would often rotate and drop deep into the left-back position to orchestrate the attack. With PSG's 3 CMF set up, when Vitinha moved higher, Fabian Ruiz would then drop in to take his place. With the left side being press-resistant, and with Dembele's freedom to overload, it relieved the defensive pressure on Hakimi and Doué's right flank, allowing Hakimi to attack even into the box. To copy PSG's flexible back 3 build-up, we need to use a team playstyle that features flexible positioning, which allows players to rotate. So both possession and out-wide can work. We can't expect the game's AI to do it exactly when we want, but we can at least try to trigger this back 3 rotation as often as possible. Before we start, we need to use an orchestrator CMF like Vitinha. The left CMF can either be an orchestrator or a box-to-box, and will need an attacking left back. There are 2 ways we can replicate the back 3 rotation. 1, we start with Nuno Mendes in his initial position. Then we can either make Nuno dribble forward or do a pass and run with a midfielder. With out-wide or possession playstyles using flexible positioning, either Vitinha or Ruiz will often rotate into the left back space. 2, we let the CMF carry the ball and manually dribble them toward the left back position. This can again trigger flexible positioning, causing the left back to move forward. Since Hakimi was free to move higher, we can give him attacking. Here's a full example build-up starting with the flexible 3 at the back. Dembele is ambidextrous almost without a weak foot. Luis Enrique transformed him into a very prolific false 9. His ability to play on all sides allows PSG's attacking rotations to be very effective, as Dembele can create chances in many different ways. Dropping deep and wide to break out of the press with his dribbling and understanding of space, making runs behind the last defender to shoot, as well as rotating with the wingers, making it hard for Inter to man-mark. To copy Dembele's movement, we need to play him as an SS, and again use a flexible team playstyle. But I think out wide is more fitting than possession, because Dembele will make more wide runs, as well as allowing the 2 wingers to attack with more verticality during counterattack. To trigger PSG's player rotations, we can do this in our gameplay. If Dembele has the ball, we can manually dribble him out wide, which would allow the winger or the midfielder to move into the box centrally. It's more effective if you have 1 roaming flank or a wide SS. When the winger has the ball out wide, you can also attempt a cut-in, triggering the midfielder or the fullback to rotate out wide. Lucho's high-pressing strategy completely nullified Inzaghi's attack. Inter built up with 3 center-backs, and PSG's front 3 pressed them man-to-man. DeMarco was forced to move backward, but either João Neves or Hakimi marked him tightly. It forced Inter's defenders to pass back to the keeper Sommer, but Dembele kept on pressing Sommer while blocking his passing path to Acerbi, forcing Sommer to make reluctant long passes that rarely found their 2 forwards. The press forced Inter's midfielders to drop deeper, but PSG's midfielders also had them covered. Without safe, short pass options, Inter kept spamming long passes to Thuram and Lautaro, hoping to win the second ball to progress the attack. But it didn't work either because Inter's midfielders were forced to drop too deep, and PSG's midfielders had a positional advantage in winning the second ball. When PSG defended in their own half, their wingers stayed deep to form a 4-5-1 defense. To press as a unit in eFootball like PSG did, It can be difficult because the winger's defensive work rate AI isn't as high as in real life. So what we can do instead is giving deep line to the two wingers to keep a closer distance between the CMFs and wingers in defense. And we can turn on attacking level 1 for the whole match to raise the defensive line and allow the front 5 to press as a unit. To build a team, the formation is a 4-3-3 with an SS, and the team playstyle is out wide. The keeper Donnarumma was an offensive goalkeeper. Marquinhos played as a build-up center back, while Pacho played more like a destroyer. At left back, Nuno Mendes was an attacking fullback. On the right, Hakimi operated as a fullback finisher, but an attacking fullback works too. He should be given attacking. Vitinha was an orchestrator. Fabian Ruiz and João Neves can both be used as either box-to-box midfielders or orchestrators. On the left wing, Kvaratskhelia played like a prolific winger and should be assigned deep line for defense. On the right wing, Doué played like a roaming flank. Or you can use a right second striker instead, also with deep line. Finally, Dembélé, the false 9, can have any playstyle except classic number 10, since a classic 10 doesn't defend much. I also kept a real 9 like Ramos on the bench. Here's the team, the instructions, and the table of players.
Of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing.
Turning on attacking level 1 from the first minute.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No desk. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Hate the pass delay. Don't do that.
Hazard. And he cuts out the supply. Mohamed Salah. He's in plenty of space here.
Out wide allows the CMFs to attack into the box.
And he's there to belt it away. He's only too happy to take that back. He's cleared it out of harm's way.
With attacking level 1 and a high defensive line, during the opponent's counter we should maintain a good defensive shape instead of overpressing. Rotation between the CMFs,
Well,
Vitinha
Peter,
and
at this
Neves.
stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Diaz. Well, caution is dominating
When Nuno
proceedings.
drives forward,
This is
Ruiz takes
beating
left back
expectations.
position, forming a back 3.
And Diaz. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Now who's going to be
This
first
time it's
to this?
Vitinha staying behind and switching from flank to flank to attack Hakimi's side.
Chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that. You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things
Lucky
are far
steal
from
thanks
done
to
here,
Dembele's
and
high
while there's
press.
never a good
And a
time
nice
to be
run by the
caught
false
out, you
9.
definitely don't want it to be.
He's got the shot away! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Found Dembele, who started the forward run.
Sharp little ball here. He has found a way through. Sending in numbers sharp.
Again,
and
another steal by Dembele.
Oh, he's been caught now. Great hit! And more! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's come loose. Chiellini makes the interception. Some resolute defending there. Fabian Ruiz. Diaz has it out wide and in space. Mohamed Salah finds himself offside. Whistle. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but and the action is back underway. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
With out wide, the wingers make forward runs after regaining possession, providing more verticality than possession.
He is through here. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ball is over the line. And that's definitely not his best. Eto'o shapes to shoot! He's kept it out just.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And that should get the job done. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now a sudden chance.
Nice save.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
He's got full. Oh, not the best of headers.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Mosquera deals with that comfortably.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yeah. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He won't be happy with that one.
Again, looking for a winger immediately after winning the ball.
Vitinha.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vitinha. And the keeper takes decisive action. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's really well cleared. Fabian Ruiz.
Again, the winger, and Dembele's wide run, rotating with Kvaratskhelia.
Dembele has it in a wide position. Mohamed Salah. That was very necessary. Passes short and sharp.
Doué is usually in the box as a roaming flank.
That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Substitution.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Thank you for watching. Will you try Luis Enrique's tactics? Hope you can have fun with it.